Hello, my amazing people. How are you? I hope you are doing good. Regina Joseph is doing very good. How was your day? Imagine my day was very good. I was just here at home relaxing, and I said, why not cook something very good that I'm going to enjoy? And my people, guess what? Today I'm going to eat this. You can see how big they are. Today I decided, because I have worked so much, I have used a lot of energy. Why not eat chicken and soup? I want to drink the soup. I want to feel very good in my body, and that is why I decided today I have to catch my cock, the cock that was disturbing me very much, and I decided, why not feed myself with it? And that is why I decided to cook this for my family and my people. I hope you follow the whole procedure. Today I want to cook my chicken traditional way. I will not be putting a lot of things. I want to cook my chicken the way my mom used to cook for me back in the village. That is what I'm going to cook. And my people, kindly follow every step and you are going to enjoy. And the first step that I'm going to do, I have to start slicing it into some portions. For me, I don't love cutting my chicken into smaller portions. You see, like these ones, I love big portions. So that every time I hold one, and when I put one for a person, the stomach becomes full. So the first step, my people, let me now start cutting it and slicing it into the portions. And today I'll not be using this. You know, when you're cooking chicken, you have to make sure you cook it very well. I'll be using my jiko, which is there. I've already lit it. And now the first step, let's now start cutting. The only problem I have is my knife. It's very blunt. I don't know what I'm going to use. You see, I love my chicken like this, these big portions. That is what I love. Stacy, you don't want to say hi to my people. You are coming and running away. Tell people something. And since you are becoming tall, imagine you're even taller than your mom. Look at my people and say hi to them and tell them something as I continue cutting here.
Hi guys, welcome back to my mother's YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe. Road to 200k subscribers and more.
Oh, may God bless you. You want your mom to reach 200k?
Yeah.
Or even a million. Me, I'm just dreaming. Imagine, Stacy, when one day I wake up in the morning and find my YouTube channel 1 million followers, what will we do? What are we going to celebrate it about? What are we going to buy so that we can celebrate? Because I will be very happy.
We're going to buy chicken.
Another chicken?
Yes.
But let me tell you something that I'm grateful because nowadays we'll not be buying chicken. I have mine. I want to feel that pottery chicken of mine. I want to feel them with it. And my people, you can see, I do love this. Because, for Stacy and for Chantel, these ones, the leg belongs to her, and the other one is for Chantel. I wish a hen has got 4 legs. Because you are 4 in a family, each and every person would have eaten this. But because it's only 2, these ones belongs to you and Chantel. There is another thing. For the men, let me first of all cut this one, and I'm going to show you what my husband loves eating. For me, they usually laugh very much because they always tell me, Mom, why do you love eating the neck? This is my favorite. And they normally say that the neck doesn't have any meat. But for the neck, no one can touch it in this home of mine. And Sis just laugh at me because you always ask me, what do you find good when eating the neck? Yeah. But for me, do you know the sweetness that you normally feel when you're eating the leg is the same sweetness I feel anytime I eat the neck. And now let me continue slicing my chicken because I want to cook supper. This is what you'll be eating for supper, and I hope my kids will just enjoy. Stacy, let me continue.
Yes.
If I need you, I will call you. You assist me.
Okay.
Now, my people, let me show you. This one is a part my husband love eating so much because here in Africa, men do love eating the back. You see, these ones, and you can see here. Imagine he is telling me that I have to cook when it's having this. And his wish is my command. Provided I'm not the one who is going to eat, let me just slice it so well so that he can eat his part. This one is usually very hard. This one is giving me headache because it's usually very hard to cut. And you know, when you're cutting, you have to be very careful because I don't want to damage this. And you can see the other part. He loves it so much. And also, Chantel loves eating the liver. You see? There is also the gizzard. We also love eating this. In fact, this one belongs to the men. Men are the ones who usually eat this. But you can share with him. You can tell him to cut for you because for me, I love it so much. So anytime I'm serving the chicken, I just go to him, kindly cut for me just a little. But he always give me. Even sometimes he tells me, eat all of it. And I'm so grateful. And also this. Imagine I've just finished dividing my chicken. But remember, for these ones, me, I will not be cooking this. These ones I'm going to dispose it because I don't love eating it. But there are people who love eating this plus the head. But in this home of mine, we don't usually eat this. So for these ones, let me just dispose it. I think the dogs will eat it. Now the next step, I had cleaned my chicken, but because I have touched it with my hands, I have to soak it in hot water. Let me just bring my water. Wait, I don't want to burn myself. There comes the hot water. You know me, for the chicken, I have to clean it very well because I don't love seeing blood. So I have to make sure it's done cleaned. Let us see. The water is so hot. You see how it looks? You can even think that it's already cooked, and it's because I love dipping it in hot water so that I can cook it. And remember, my people, I told you that we'll be cooking our chicken traditional way. So the first step, you can see how clean they are. The first step, I'm going to take this, put it on my charcoal so that it can boil very well. You know, for the chicken, especially I'm cooking kienyeji chicken. It's normally very hard. So you have to be extra careful when cooking it. You have to boil it very well so that it can soften. You know, if you don't boil that much, it will be very hard. And when you are pulling it like this, it can even remove your teeth. So I have to make sure it's fully boiled. I have to cover it with water. You know, for me, when I'm cooking the chicken, I don't love putting it in the pressure cooker. I love cooking it slowly so that it can fully cook. Here it is. And the next step that I always do, I have to put my salt so that it can boil with it, but not that much, like that. I can't forget to cover. Now, my people, this is where the cooking starts. Let's now go outside and show you the fire that I'm going to cook with. Let me carry this and go outside. My good people, it's 6:30 p.m. It's already dark. You can see how it is. Darkness has already entered our country, and this is the time I'm starting to cook supper. This is the time most of the homes start preparing the supper at 6. Now, I'll place this here. I leave it here so that it can boil very well. And in the next episode, you'll be seeing what we'll be eating our chicken with. Let's leave it here so that it can cook. My people, after waiting for so long, this chicken of mine, it has taken a lot of time before it cooked fully. And even because of waiting for the chicken, my kids decided to fill their stomach with this bread. Let me just eat it because they have waited for so long before I finished. And remember, I told you that today I'm not going to put any ingredients in this kienyeji chicken of mine. This is kienyeji, and you can see how it is. My people, it is fully cooked. And because we are eating rice, I don't have to wait until the water finishes. I want to leave it with some water. And these are the other things that I'm going to put, the other ingredients that I am going to put. Remember, when you're cooking your chicken, make sure you put 2 large onions. And I love them so much because they are big. I'll also be putting 4 tomatoes. And because I had put very little salt, I have to add other. But let me first of all prepare this. Let's now cut the onions. You know onions, why I do love putting a lot of onions on my food. Onions usually make food very tasty. That is why I love putting a lot of onions. Let me cut. It's not coming out like that. Let me first of all clean it. Now it's time for me to cut. And here comes the onions. My chicken, the onions is so, need to go curry. And let me tell you, I'm even shedding tears. Let me tell you something. Remember, I'm cooking my chicken traditional way. So let me now put the onions. I'm going to cover so that the onions can cook with the steam like that. And the other part that I'm going to do, let me now clean my tomatoes. For my people, tomorrow I'm going to have a very hard time. Look how my sink is, but I will wake up in the morning and clean the utensils. Let me first of all clean this. Let me go and slice my tomatoes. Now, my people, I want to sit down and concentrate on this chicken of mine. I think I put Royco cube. Let me put the Royco cube because I want it to taste well, but it's not a must you put it. But because it's here, let me put it. Let it stay there. Now, let me sit here so that I can concentrate very well and cook. You see how I told you that anytime you are cooking your chicken using a jiko, you can see how well it is cooked. And because it has taken a lot of time, it was so hard. I think this cock of mine was very old because I had bought it in the market. And that is why I think it has taken so long. You know, for the chicken, especially if you have got kids, you have to make sure you cook it very well so that they will not keep on struggling while eating. You know, for the chicken, you have to eat it when it's soft. That one will not bore you. And here it is. Imagine we are just going to cook like this. There is no way I'm going to put any cooking oil. I'll not be putting cooking oil. I just want it fried because this chicken of mine had its own fat, and that is what we'll be cooking with it. So I will not add mine. The next step, I'm putting the tomatoes. We have to make sure our chicken tastes very well. You will just see how good it will look. Let's start. You see the water is almost finished. Let us stir very well. Let me cover. I want to wait for it so that the tomatoes can soften and the onions can cook very well because they are already looking translucent. Let it stay like that. Now we have to wait for the tomatoes to soften and also for the tomatoes to change the color. So I have to cover it using my lid. Let it cook with the steam and then we are going to check, turn and see how our chicken is. And now in the next step, because this chicken of mine, this kuku kienyeji of mine, we are going to eat with rice. And as I had told you, now let me just go again in my sink, start cleaning my rice, wash it very well so that we can boil. For the rice, I'm not going to put anything. We are going to eat with white fried rice. That is what we are going to use. Now, let me just start up. You know, I just feel comfortable when I'm seated here that even I don't feel like standing. Now the next step, my people, let me take my rice. I don't want to cook a lot of it because you know my family doesn't love eating rice that much. So I just cook 1 cup. 1 cup will be enough for me. Because me, I don't love leftovers food. I love cooking very fresh food. I just like measuring so that it will not remain. We have to eat and empty everything so that the following day we are going to eat something very fresh. And because I'm just a homestay mother, why should I cook a lot of food that will remain? It's good for me to cook very fresh food that we are going to enjoy with my family. Here comes my rice. And remember, I told you that anytime I go in the market, I have to make sure I select my rice. This one is already selected. You will never find any stone or anything which is dirty. I always select it and store it in that tin of mine. Now the next step, I don't want first of all to clean it because I have not even boiled the water. Let it just stay here. I was just preparing myself. And then let me come sit here. And you know what, my people, the reason as to why I'm enjoying this jiko of mine, I'm feeling very cold. But when I sit like this, I jump just near it. It gives me the warmth and I no longer feel the cold. Let us now check. My people, you can see it's starting to change the color. Let us give it a stir. Chantel, unangojea kuku? Utakula? Wacha ive. Chantel is there. You know something about this girl. She do love accompanying her mother wherever she is in the kitchen. Chantel, any place I go, Chantel's follow me. I don't know whether it's the love or it's because she's still young or she's learning something. But me, I just tell her to join me so that we can cook. My people, now the next step. Remember, while I was boiling my meat, I had put just a pinch of salt. Now I just want to add my Royco cube first. Let me first of all add the Royco cube. I want to do like this so that it can dissolve very well. I don't want to put it when it's cold. I just love putting 2 Royco cube. You know the reason as to why I'm putting the Royco cube? I want my chicken to be very yummy. In this time. You see, there are many ways of cooking the chicken. So very many. And this one is one of the best. Because my mom used to prepare like this and I used to love it very much. And that is why I always try to cook for my people something that my mom taught me to do. Because I bet you anything she cooked came out very perfect. Now, let us stir very well. You know me, I want the Royco cube to dissolve completely. Let us now taste. Sorry, let me taste and see if I'm going to put another salt. And just a little. Let me start. You see now, my people, my chicken is fully cooked. I'm telling you. You can even see the salt. Look at it. Everything is fully cooked. Let me put it here. Chantel. My people, let me now show you how the chicken looks. You know, I don't want it to finish all the soup because this is what we are going to eat our rice with. Now, let me put it here so that when I'm putting it in the dining table, it will not give me headache. See how fully it is cooked. And I'm telling you, I'm enjoying because of even the smell, the aroma that is coming out of this chicken. It's very good. Wow, me, I'm just waiting for my neck. I love it so much. I'm also going to put the soup. Wow. That is how my chicken looks. See how it is. Let me now cover it. You have to cover. Let it just stay there. And now my people, because I still have got charcoal that is not yet finished, now I want to cook my rice. I had put 1 cup of rice, so I have to measure 2 cups of water. I like measuring because I don't want my rice to look like ugali. You see the ugali that I normally cook, I don't want my rice to be like that. And for you not to get disappointed with your rice, you have to measure your water. 1 glass of rice is equivalent to cups of water. That is one thing you should learn. Right. Let's now put our water here, like that. I'm also going to cover. Let me take a look. Let me cover with this. Let's wait for it to boil. And now I think I can start cleaning my rice. My sink looks full. You see, my people, my rice is well cleaned. I'm going to put it here. We are going to wait for our water to boil. And if I feel that it's giving me headache, I think I'm going to shift it here. But let's wait for it a little bit so that it can boil. Let's wait for it. And then we are going to see and check what we have cooked. And now, my people, this is how I cook my rice. You can see the water is boiled. The next step, let me put salt. Let me put just enough. When my salt is almost finished, I need to restock that. And my cooking oil is also finished. And you know, the economy that we have here, I have to put some cooking oil. That is how I love cooking my rice. And now the next step, I'm going to put my rice now. Ready for it here. You know, Regina Joseph is a village lady. So anything I do in this kitchen of mine, this is what most of the people do. You see our lice? It's like that. For the lice, it doesn't need a lot of heat. This one is good for the lice because it's not that many. The next step, let's cover, and then we are going to wait for our lice to boil, to cook, and to be very yummy. And then we are going to see what we have. My people, my rice is fully cooked. Here it is. And now, let me put it in. Let me take a spoon. Here comes the food. And now, I want to go serve. Let me take it to my dining table. I have to set everything so that you can sit and eat. Let me now take a plate and serve. Chantel, unanifuatafuata aje? Chantel is telling me, wow, my mom, I just feel like eating. This is the food, and the first piece that I'll put is my neck. Here comes the chicken. Now it's time for me to serve my rice. And now my people, food is well cooked, and this is what I'll be eating tonight. And here comes my white bird rice. Here comes my pieces of chicken. Now let me taste and test what I cooked so that I can see if I've cooked something good. For the rice, it is good. Now let me take my chicken. My people, you see how soft it is. I can even cut with my hands. I'm just enjoying here. My people, this is what we will be eating here tonight, and I hope you have followed every step that I made from cooking this kienyeji chicken of mine, boiling it, and then putting tomatoes and not putting any cooking oil. And you can see how the soup look. This food is very delicious and I really love it very much. And my people, don't forget to hit the subscription button and subscribe for me. Let's meet in the next video. Bye. Mwah. Let me continue eating so that I can serve my two beautiful girls. Bye bye.